folks, welcome on in on Trainwreck today, the first Trainwreck today of 2026, first Friday of 2026. Welcome on in, whether you're in your cubicles, car, or just hanging at home to open up this year. Thank you for bringing us in. Myself, Maniac. I got Slick in the seat. What do you got, 6?
5-1, episode 5-1.
Episode 51, Tequila Spikes, Brian Campbell. And of course, we got Don on the 1s and 2s.
It's a very special day. You know why?
Talk to us.
It's Dreamboat's birthday.
There we go.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Dreamboat.
birthday, DB.
Dubs in the chat.
Yep, 29 officially.
29 officially.
Yeah.
Shout out DB.
Never looked better.
Big dinner
Horror
tonight.
farming.
Yeah.
I guess my puzzle piece is never connected there. Where are we going? I don't want to dox you.
Should I tell the people? I might get mobbed, but yeah, got a nice little dinner res with the lady at Trattoria Roma on Bryant, one of my favorite spots.
There you go.
Yeah.
You are a connoisseur of the cuisine.
I might have 2 extra seats because I just got word from my mother that she might not be able to swing it now.
Well, that didn't even get a breaking news graphic. Your mom not coming to the birthday dinner?
I'm a little in shock, so that's why it didn't get a breaking news.
No.
I don't want to highlight it too much and break her heart.
Just like any storyline, we're gonna let this play out over the next hour. Maybe things are gonna change. Listen, we got plenty of time.
It's all right. I got friends.
We got friends. Speaking of which, we got Alec putting up with us in the saddle. Huge thank you everyone tuning in. Trainwreck Sports, Heard of Buffalo. Let's get into it. We got some Friday positivity. We got Don's birthday. Happy 29. New Year's time off recap. What a week. What a week it was. Christmas and New Year's. Like, how was it for you?
It's been a flurry. Feels like it's been a couple days. It's really been like a whole week. Obviously, holidays continue after Christmas. New Year's was good. Had a good time. Was down at 500 with the Honey Boys. Put on a great show. Patrick's Rooftop XYZ bar as well. Rung in the new year with his 10th Sabres win in a row, and then some more partying.
Yeah, mine was pretty low key, as you saw from the last show. I was in Burlington. I got a nice little spot that had a nice little like jacuzzi hot tub deal inside. So rolled up the TV, was just soaking, drinking red wine, taking it easy. New Year's Eve, I ended up watching the Nashville. I never really watch like those shows like Ring in the New Year's with us. But I was inside, and all the games ended. Put on the Nashville New Year's show, and it was pretty enjoyable just listening to country music as
we've become big Andy people in our household. Anderson Cooper and the Andy Cohen one is pretty culture by now for us. With your whole Vermont trip now being in the rear view, what would you rate it 1 to 10?
9.5.
Whoa!
Yeah, it was very nice. It was like it was different. I'm getting like birthday today, getting a little older, get a little more mature. Instead of like rage and hardcore, we just had some nice dinners, went out to a bar afterwards. Both nights were like back at the place by like 7:30.
I love that.
Like, yeah, crazy. Slick is looking. He's like, who is this guy?
Slick's face is making movements I've never seen it make.
I'm concerned for my friend over there.
You're concerned for the longevity of your luxury?
Yeah, the longevity of me being able to hang out with you guys past like 10 p.m. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, because you're like already down for the count.
The door is always open. It's just, will I be hanging out?
This is true.
I still stayed up till like 2 a.m. New Year's Eve. It was just in the comfort of my own place. So.
Made some money New Year's Eve too. I gather. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. We always
Sabres,
like that.
baby.
And then so we had some nice time off. Hope you had nice time off as well. Seems like everyone has these 2 days off, and then it's kind of back to normal on the 5th next week. So we'll treat it like that. Huge weekend ahead, though. And speaking of time off, rest, obviously the massive storyline besides the red helmets, which we've had on the set all season long, has been what's going to happen with Josh this weekend. Seems like a consensus is it's going to be one play and then out. But have you guys seen the conspiracies?
Well, and I kind of like buy them a little bit. McDermott is like, he's good to go. They're prepping. He's talking about all these guys that are still going to play. But then you got the Bills social team posting practice photos, and the only QB featured is Mitch Trubisky.
Only QB Mitch Trubisky. There's no QB3. So if Mitch Trubisky, like, I don't want to say, for our guy, but like, this is like live rounds out there, something could happen, like obviously we would be in an interesting situation. The other thing, which is a hybrid of it all, He's at 39 touchdowns on the year. My intern sold me.
Oh.
And we're looking at like a streak of like 5 straight seasons of 40 or something. So that's what again, interns were buzzing in my ear about that. So if they got it wrong, they got it wrong. But that seems like something, like first half, Josh Allen scorer,
first touchdown.
Yeah, first touchdown Bills, something like that for sure.
Yeah. I think it's probably not even
he's got 25 passing, 14 rushing for a grand total.
Shout out the interns there. So again,
39.
I think we might see a first drive situation. Yeah, there might be something to be had here. Dawson Knox
maybe like a series.
Dawson Knox still needs his touchdown bonus as well.
He needs to find the end zone too.
There's a little bit of something going on there.
You could get that one from Mitch, but I think
first play of the game.
70-yard
bomb to Shavers, and he's out. One pass, one play,
one play.
40.
I agree. I mean, I do not care about 39 versus 40 touchdowns. I respect Josh if he cares about it. If it's an accomplishment that he wants to look back on his career and he wants to say, I did that for that many years. I played at that elite level. I'm all fine with him needing that. But the priority is like, let's get him. I think we said it last week on this show, right? 90 to 95% going into the playoffs. I think we said it Monday.
It would be hilarious if they just did one play for Josh. Mitch was in, and then the second they got like right to the red zone, Josh goes right back in.
So I was looking at my flashback. This was funny. From a Bills playoff game, it was 37 years ago. It was 1988. It was when they played in the divisional versus the Oilers. Then they lost in the AFC Championship versus the Bengals. It was one of the early Kelly runs. The Bills were going to kick a field goal on 4th and goal at the 2.
Yeah.
And then Jim Kelly came running out onto the field as they were lining up a thing to like call a timeout. Like I've never seen it before. I've never seen it. And like the crowd gave obviously a massive pop because it's like the number one face like running in and being this one's not over yet.
Cashing in.
Yeah. Like so the announcers were like, and it could be a change of decisions here. Like it was crazy. So I had to point that out.
So that was for like a stat.
Which one?
Jim Kelly running out to do a touchdown.
Or
timeout.
Yeah, they went incomplete on the next play, by the way.
Yeah, that's tough.
I feel like part of me thinks if it's up to McDermott, he's not playing Josh at all. But
100%.
But I think there's more play here with the red helmet game. And like, listen, the social media team needs some photos. They need some content from this, of him in the helmet on the field.
If you think McDermott or anybody's going to act like this game isn't important or anything like that, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Yes.
It's like think about when someone takes over a roster and they're going to trade a bunch of players away, but they're talking about them like they're great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if there's no value, it's the exact same thing for this game. So hopefully, again, fingers crossed, knocking on wood, let's get a healthy Josh Allen going into this playoffs. And I by the way, before we get off the Bills real quick, did you see the Ed Oliver story? How he like re-aggravated the injury during the rehab?
Was it like carrying his kids or something? No. Was something weird?
No, it was something crazy, but it just piled on to like what people have said all year, you know, with like the injuries during practice. Yeah, I mean, Ed Oliver was out snow cleaning with his family last night. Ed Oliver looks to have his right knee scoped. Oh, geez. Could be back in 2 to 3 weeks. So, yeah. So, he's not going to be back for the wild card at the very least. So, I mean, I don't know. It's all just crazy.
Yeah.
Ed Oliver injured his meniscus while doing torn biceps rehab. That's exactly what happened.
Oh, he injured his meniscus.
Yes. So again,
so it's completely unrelated.
Unrelated. No, he didn't. So that's why it's even more ridiculous.
Like, I thought you said re-aggravated.
No, did not re-aggravated. He had an entirely new injury.
Yeah, through the knee injury as well as the bicep.
Yeah, that's like just crazy.
Those are two terrible injuries too. Yeah.
And think about it. At the very least, if your arm is hurt or something, you're going to do leg work like that day or something. Well, you're not doing either.
It's wild too because this is coming on the tail of him doing push-ups. Like, see, everything's looking great.
I know, and he's doing the flexing. What I'm learning more often than not with the social media of it all is when they post that they're all good, they're typically not. I don't need tinfoil.
That's a good end to conspiracy or unplanned conspiracy corner.
No, for sure. Shout out you bringing up the graphic real quick, but I had to. I'm sorry. There was a little conspiracy there. I think as far as what's going to be happening this Sunday.
I think it's warranted.
Yeah. Speaking, there's no conspiracies. We'll leapfrog my next bullet point because it's an end story. The Burrs got it done on New Year's Eve. I can't remember like I don't know. Maybe I just have so much backed up like Sabres copium that like when the Stars scored to made it 1-0, I was just like, you know what? 9 in a row is like sick. Like, you know, like great work, boys. Like you did it. Like, you know, this is going to be a 4-2 loss. You might be able to like, but the first period, I'm spitting all over the place. If you guys watched that game, they dominated.
Yeah.
They were all over them. Now it ended 1-0 and they went to intermission or whatever. But when you looked at the scoring chances, I think someone said the deserve to win a meter, our favorite, thing was 70-30 Sabres after the first period. So a lot of good signs there. And then a 4-1 basically trouncing of one of the best teams in the Western Conference in their barn, Don.
Yeah. And it's funny that you mentioned that because the thing, my little like insider tip with my season ticket mate, John, is I've been texting him as I'm like, every game the Sabres go down a goal in the first period, I instantly throw some money on the money line. They did it against St. Louis too.
Yep.
Went down 1-0. Against the Senators, went down 1-0. I think the Bruins went down 1-0. So in all of their last 4 games, they've gone down early. But the difference,
so unlike the Sabres of the past 10 years.
Yeah, well, I like it. Script completely flipped. We, it used to be go up, bet, fade the Sabres in the second period. They're gonna collapse in the third. Complete opposite. This team, I mean, it didn't even take till the second or third to take over. Like you said, we look great. UPL looked great. He made a lot of key saves, but this is a game where, like you said, we didn't just escape against a good team. This is a team that's 25-9-7. They're in second in the Central. In the Western Conference is really, it doesn't have nearly as much parity as the Eastern Conference right now. A lot of domination. So this is a good team. We went into their barn and just ran the table with them.
Yeah, they'd probably be in first in the West too if it wasn't for Colorado. Also, by the way, Stars fans in that barn looked disgusting.
Yeah, they didn't like what they were seeing. By the way,
it was lit.
How about Greenway catching a bird?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, a fan was telling him he was number 1.
And no, but the thing I loved was that typically the broadcast will cut away like right away when it happened. They stuck with it for like a solid 4 to 6 seconds. Like, I'm sorry. We live in a world where we need to see that. We need to see that players are getting like jeered, players are getting like razzed on.
I think they got good cameramen in Dallas. If you remember, notoriously in the playoffs, they had a certain someone behind their bench that got a lot of camera time.
Yeah,
for no reason in particular.
2 reasons in particular.
True.
For sure.
Slick, did you see this? The fan?
No, I did not see this.
I got to show this.
I was in a blur.
Like he blows me.
Unbelievable out there doing a great job for this team. Sabres up 2-1. Polling for Stars in Dallas is
Kiss. Greenway is just staring him
I
down.
love how he points at him before giving the bird. Like, dude, you're making direct eye contact with him.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I love UPL when he gets 59 plus minutes of shutout time. That was like him. The UPL has been him the last month or so. By the way, we now have 2 goalies with above 900 save percentages and below 2.9 goals against average. Watch out, boys. We got a stable.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like you said, they score in the first 20, 15 seconds. UPL never looks back. Plays awesome. Again, too, like, we're up 4-1. They don't even have the goalie pulled, and we have guys blocking shots in the last minute or two.
Dude.
Like, that was just so much guts, so much heart. Love to see it. Tage, huge game.
Do you guys buy that this is really Kevin gone, or it's just like finally kind of clicking for these guys and the timing's more coincidental?
I have no idea.
I'm not a sympathizer. I just have a hard time believing like they're all of a sudden that's the difference is that this guy...
I totally agree. My mom even asked me this after I told my parents Sabres won 10 in a row. She said, is it really that much of a game changer to the locker room when a GM gets fired? And it's like the proof says so, the 10-game win streak, but I don't know. I think the timing is more of it. Obviously, it definitely puts a fire under their skin. You don't know what Yarmo may have done. He might have come in there the second that they got Kevin out of the helm, and he might have said, like, all right, boys, like, now this is how I want the team. This is how I believe in you guys. I'm going to set this up. I really don't know.
I think the roster was there. I mean, remember, the first 3 games win streak was on the road with Kevin.
Yeah.
So the first 3 games of it were with him. But I think it's a mix of where they have the talent, but they just needed to change something for the vibes. And, you know, sometimes something like that can change. I think it was a mix of that, the words that Yarmo said gets them hyped up and believes in themselves, and even Terry being around more, you know, because he famously like started showing up to practices when Yarmo came in. So I think it's kind of a combination of a bunch of things where like it was already there. I will say I saw a really good meme where it was like Buffalo Sabres making the playoffs with the roster Kevin put together, and it's Shooter McGavin going, "That's my jacket, that's my jacket,"
and then everyone, and then he takes off with it, and everyone, that was a really good meme. I think that was Sneaky Joe on WGR who made that for sure.
Right.
No, that was good content. Again, I just, you know, I'm not a sympathizer. I supported Kevin early in his reign. I thought he did a great job bringing in like I know that it didn't pan out, but when he brought in Taylor Hall, Eric Stahl, like around Eichel, Reinhart, like I thought for sure that we were going to get to the playoffs. Those guys did not pan out at all.
I mean, the Doan trade.
The Doan
Paterka
like,
trade.
Again, they were like Paterka.
Norris.
Getting rid of Cousins we did. Like there were some good moves made. But what about when we absolutely fleeced the Flyers for Ristolainen and we got like a first-round pick?
Yeah.
Like,
and I still like how the Eichel trade panned out with Tuck.
Again, the things that play in the Eichel trade, it's like it feels like it was so beyond the GM. When he came in, he basically had to trade Eichel. Like that was the first thing he was like told he had to do.
And like that's been the complaint. We trade him. We trade Reinhart. Listen, like I was really reflecting after this win about Buffalo hockey through the years and what it is. And other than like a McGillney or Pro, like. Yeah, Briere and Drury were great players, but they weren't like, you know, top 5 goal or top 10 goal scorers before they came into Buffalo. Buffalo, the success we've had and has always been young guys, gritty guys playing above their ability and playing as a unit. And I like how this team has been given Oslin more responsibility, giving our young guys, hey, go out and prove yourself. The guys that are hungry are getting the ice time, and it's really paying off for us. And then you have a couple vets like Tage and Dahlin that also want to prove themselves because they've never been to the playoffs. It's just kind of a perfect mixture right now, and it's the type of hockey that Lindy likes playing. He likes bringing up these young players that have grit, that like want to make some noise, that aren't just gonna, you know, get the ice time and get the, you know, and again, I know we have Power too. He's a first pick, but it's really the younger guys from later rounds that I think are doing a great job. Gatesy talked about it yesterday on the show. Our fourth line is tearing it up. You know,
again,
some of these younger
that's
guys.
the trademark of the Lindy Ruff hockey, right? Is you're rolling 3 to 4. The cheat code out of the lockout was that we had Briere and Drury, who, like you said, they weren't elite goal scorers, but they were pretty, like, they were upper echelon centers.
Yeah.
So then we had 2 great centers on the top 2 lines. Then you have the cheat code of Fenniganov, Vanek, Roy on your third line, who are all way better skill players than the guys that are going to play on the third line. That's what we're getting right now when we get matchups with your Oslins. That's when we get matchups that take advantage of that.
And as a result, some of these young guys too, Don, that like they're carrying a lot of weight. They look like seasoned vets. They're disciplined, poised. They put their head down, go to work. They don't get down on themselves if they go down 1 goal in these games. Just something about the poise, discipline.
And the 10-game win streak. I want to talk the 10-game win streak of it all, because in 2018 it happened and everyone was like, it's so different. The thing to me about that streak was that not only were there a couple of games where like they were down in the third, like there was definitely one where they were down 2 in the third with 10 minutes to go at home. I think it was versus Vancouver. I don't know if that was like the 8th or 9th game or something. But from the Josh Norris, it felt like when Josh Norris blocked those shots against the Bruins, I think it was.
Yep.
They got like another like rocket fuel in this streak. It feels like they got invigorated again.
I think
it wasn't like it was just like, oh, we're so fortunate to be here. It was like, not only are we here, we're gonna like smother these bitches.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like, and now these last 2 games, I feel like you've really seen that in the attitudes, especially.
I think like not that they didn't believe in themselves to begin with, but you can see the fire under their skin. They're like,
repetition is confidence.
We have a chance to really do something here, and it's showing on the ice.
But I want to say this team, it kind of reminds me of like if you were to combine the late 90s team with Drury Briere. Maybe we're not as skilled as 05, 06, 07, but we're not as like, just physical blocking shots, relying on goaltending as the late 90s. Like we're doing that, like you said, blocking shots. But then if you watch the game, the thing that this team is showing that no Sabres team has, their feet are always moving.
They're moving.
Where like,
Yep.
and that's, we own the neutral zone. Cause if you don't make a good pass, it just finds our guys stick like all the time. And then as soon as it happens, everyone curls, cuts up the ice. You have like behind the back passes and drop passes used to be like a highlight reel. It's just a staple. You're getting every game. Like they turn it over in the neutral zone. We're off to the races. The forecheck is great. Like the Stars are a fast veteran team, and we were skating circles around them.
100%. And then, I like the 2.5 day break with that, travel from Dallas to Columbus. Now they get back in the time zone. They got Columbus on Saturday, and then they got Vancouver on Tuesday. Before we put a pin in it, do they get to 12?
I think it's right there if they want it. These are two teams that you really should.
Don't you have a little number for us?
Oh, yeah. So what? Well,
you teased us. You gave us a pre-show tease.
The line is out on.
Can we both guess
them and the Blue Jackets.
So I'm nervous because I think this number has a 2 in the front of it. I think it's the exact same reason that I'm nervous.
I think it's minus 210.
You guys are going to be shocked.
What?
Sabres, slight dogs, minus 108. Vegas is better. They're saying no way do they keep winning.
Yeah, no, we might have to crush Vegas on that one.
So this is going to sound really stupid.
On Polymarket.
But if you get 11, you're going to get 12. Going back to KeyBank Center after this huge road stretch on an 11-game win streak, you're getting that 12th with a sold-out barn.
And you're getting 6 and you're getting 12. 6 sellout.
I see what you're doing.
You like that?
Yeah.
Pete Dwelly, call us anytime, buddy. We're here.
And don't forget those gold ring sponsors.
Yeah, honestly, the goal. If we win 20 games in a row, I'm tearing down the gold ring sponsors.
How are you going to get up there?
I'll climb it.
Well, okay, clip that because that's the second promise he's made. Because there's another.
Is coming down
There's another promise. We need to send out some sleuths to find. Maniac said he was going to do something if we got to 15.
I remember now. It is dressed as Sabretooth because you remember you asked him if he's going to come down from the rafters too.
Yeah.
So I think it's a 15-game win streak. Maniac has to dress as Sabretooth
for a month.
I think it was just a week on the show.
Yeah,
I'm being nice.
If you want to do it for a month,
did he say a month, Alec?
Sounds like he wants it to be.
Yeah, well,
that was basically they were going to get a win streak for 18% of the season.
Yeah, how deep were they when you said that?
Like 2.
Oh my god.
3.
Yeah, okay.
4 maybe.
Yeah, so we might have to check the footage, but
we are again. This is a franchise record. If we can get it done tomorrow. We've been stuck at 10.
What is the
we had
10?
We had 10 in 83, 84, 10 in 06, 07. If you remember, that was to start the season.
We were so alpha.
That was electric.
At the start of 06, 07, we came out so alpha. It was insane.
And then we had 10 in 2018, 2019 when we epically collapsed.
Yeah. So again,
that's the seeing our good friends, the Blue Jackets. From
that's also what makes me nervous is because that was the.
But we know that happened. Tage Thompson was there for that.
And the timing is a bit later in the season. And that too. Because that at that point in the season, that was like, okay, your back's against the wall. You need to win this game. Do you want to
know what that team did?
Huh.
That team lost 20 of its final 23 games.
After we played them?
Yeah. To close out the year.
And also why we're nervous because that game, I'm pretty sure we were minus like 215.
Yeah, well, no, listen, I went to game, I want to say 9 of, it was on Thanksgiving Eve. It was either 8 or 9.
Yep.
And they were hosting the Flyers and it was a pick'em.
Yeah.
I remember because I remember being like, I'm definitely betting this. The Flyers suck.
Yeah.
We won the first period 4-0. Building was shaking. Yeah, literally, for sure. So
shaking.
Didn't one
of those games along the way, Evander Kane, have 3 fights in a single game?
No, Kane wasn't on that team. He was
2018?
Yeah, he was gone.
Oh, you're right. Yep.
All right. With that said, we're not gone. I'm gone. I think we all might be gone in this college football playoff prediction with conviction. We'll combine this into one topic. A lot of action. The bye is nothing unless you're Indiana, I guess.
It seems that way.
Yeah.
Ohio State goes down. I had a weird feeling that morning. I was telling Don before the show about Miami. I just don't know what it was. Completely different Miami
They
team.
started at 9.5 and got all the way down to like 7 at game time. That's crazy movement for a football
yeah,
game.
and I so what made me feel differently is, again, like Miami versus A&M, they didn't look, super great. They came out with the win, but I did see someone that morning posted a clip of Nick Saban, and he's pretty smart when it comes to college football, though I may not be his biggest fan. And he was saying, this was weeks ago, he said, teams better hope that Miami's early struggles keep them out of the playoff, because if they find their way in, they're going to be dangerous. And he was hyping up how great the offensive line is and how great, the quarterback is despite struggles. And they went out and proved it. I mean, they led all game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was a wire, as close to wire as you get. There was a faint moment in the second half where Ohio State scored. Then they allowed like a field goal drive, and then they were driving again. But from that point, it was Miami all the way pretty much.
Michael Irvin, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't see that until like the
ass.
day after, so I couldn't have taken that night of, honestly. If I had seen that.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I kept quiet on that front. In
Who's he
regard.
got next? Who does Miami have next?
Ole Miss.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the Final Four: Oregon, Indiana, Ole Miss, and yeah, this is the lowly ACC. Now in the Final Four. Who would have saw this coming? The team that didn't even
Michael
win
Irvin is
their
going
own
belt to
championship.
ass over the entire country. Texas A&M, OSU, and then down to
and wasn't
Ole
the
Miss.
game yesterday in Pasadena?
Yeah, he was there. Wait, no. He was at the Jerry World, which is where he plays a cowboy.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, he was right at home.
Yeah.
And then the winner would be Indiana or whoever. Indiana does not look like they're going to be.
Do we
beaten.
have a line on Miami? I'm
Indiana
curious.
is so
let me
good. They're
see.
so fundamentally good. It's like hard to explain. Do you see Signetti doing the point to McAfee before the game yesterday? That was pretty alpha. All I'm saying is that you see so many coaches who are like, just like, I'm locked in, or like this type, or the process of it. And he just looks over him, and someone said it was like your buddy at the bar, like who just got kicked out, like, but now he's back, like ordering a double shot or something.
Did you see how
we got lines?
Did you see how dead set he was too? I think they tried to get him to jump on like a 4th and 1 early in the game. He was just like
so annoying.
Literally the entire time. He's like, no one was ever buying that.
So what do we think first? Miami.
Yeah, give us the game.
12 seed Miami, which is crazy. Again, in the Final Four, 6 seed Ole Miss. What do we think the spread is?
I'm gonna go Ole Miss minus 4.5.
Pick them.
Miami favored -3. Yeah.
Oh my God, hammering
As
Miami.
a 12
Miami
seed.
might just be a joke.
I am hammering.
I get the funny thing is you were saying Miami was like that good like the whole year basically. I was
saying it was them and Georgia Tech.
I think it was the NC State loss or something for Miami. I kept saying like no, they stink.
Yeah.
Like they definitely stink. Like there's just no doubting the way they're playing right now. They absolutely smothered A&M. They smother OSU. Like how are they not going to smother Ole Miss? Who was just kind of like Chambliss was kind of already running for his life against like Georgia yesterday.
Yeah,
like it's going to be the same thing against Miami.
Yeah, I mean there's oh my God, in the fourth quarter that
Irvin's
couple play, and then to make things even more dramatic, think about Notre Dame now looking like the biggest fucking idiots ever, being like, we beat Miami, or they're saying, see, we should the SEC bias is crazy.
We should have.
No, they're saying that Alabama doesn't deserve to be there. You let them in, and they did got blown out in the final.
Well, I mean, you could make the argument Alabama should have lost in the first.
Here's the interesting thing: there isn't a single team left except for Indiana that even played in their conference championship.
That is crazy.
Because you had SEC was Georgia, Alabama, gone.
Yeah.
Miami wasn't in it because it was Virginia, Duke, with Duke throwing a wrench and everything by winning. And then the Big Ten was Indiana, Ohio State.
Oh.
Who did Ole Miss play in the first round?
Tulane.
Okay.
I love
sense.
NIL money.
Yeah,
I mean, NIL's. I will say NIL's made it a lot more exciting. The college football playoff is exciting.
Yeah,
Like, just because
yeah.
the bye
crazy.
teams lose, like that doesn't make it like a bad
Well,
tournament.
No.
you were saying
What?
that last year that was like that was the exact case. The teams with the buys shot all the way.
Well, it's not just a bye. Like,
No. They didn't. They all lost last year.
Oh.
So now they've all lost again this year, except for Indiana.
Oh, that's
Bye teams are literally
no,
1
yeah,
and
you were
7.
counter arguing. That's
Bye
right.
teams are now 1 and 7 in the college football playoff era.
well, it's not just like a bye like in the NFL. It's like a 3-week
you
break.
you get really stagnant.
Yeah.
I feel like, for sure.
Because the
Too
games
much.
are so spread out. Because what was the first round? It was like December 19th.
Oh yeah,
And you could wait 12 days to play
great
round 2.
slates though. I got to be honest, the slates are way better than the old
Yeah.
bowl
All
schedule
right.
used
So
to be.
what do we think of
Go ahead.
Oregon, Indiana line?
Okay, Oregon, Indiana. This is where it gets crazy. Indiana has looked amazing, but Oregon is going to be out for blood. Dan Lanning is crazy. So I think it's only going to be like Indiana minus 2.5, even though Indiana's looked like the biggest world beaters of all time.
I was gonna say Indiana -3, but it could be higher.
You're pretty much there, minus 4.5 for
Yeah.
Indiana,
So I
which I
should've-
think
yeah.
is a
Should've switched
fair
them
line,
around.
like you said. But
Yeah, no one's complaining.
I mean,
with that
Oregon,
line.
like
What was the score when they played? A 4-point game?
Oregon, Indiana.
Yeah,
Let
they
me
played
see.
this
Yeah,
year.
I think so. Let's see. It was we have to dig through. I think they played each other early in the year.
I'll get it. What's the next game?
Yeah, it was 30-20.
30-20. Okay,
Indiana
it might have
and
been a late
Oregon's
touchdown or
burn.
something. It was a close game.
Yeah. Yeah, they
All right, so that's 4.5. We got Miami. I think we might be looking at like a Miami. It's tough. I don't know if I can like doubt Oregon, but I mean, Indiana just looks so good.
I think you're looking at like a Miami -3, Indiana money line parlay.
yeah, that's.
I
I
mean-
was gonna say Miami money line, Indiana money line.
the
parlay.
beautiful thing is
Teaser.
we're guaranteed an awesome storyline for the finals because you either have Miami 12 seed, didn't win their conference, told they didn't belong, get into the finals, and you get Michael Irvin, or you get Ole Miss, who Lane Kiffin walked out on. So you get one of these teams playing in the finals.
Lane Kiffin.
How's Lane Kiffin feeling this morning? Is he happy?
He's been tweeting through Copium, basically cheering them on, being like, "Yeah, I'm all about them," while also like hyping up.
like posting pictures.
like,
of
I feel like-
Yeah.
I've seen him posting pictures of just like random hallway pictures in LSU.
Yeah.
Like, dude, what are we doing? Like,
And-
this
and he's
media
already-
is so bad.
He's already doing hot yoga in
Yeah, what's up with the
Louisiana
hot
too.
yoga
I
also?
don't know, man.
It's like the hot yoga is like a secret signal from him. It's like
I
weird.
don't know. I don't really trust a guy that
It's
like.
it's for the
Oh,
ladies.
by the way, did you see he made an appearance with LSU's #1 yesterday? Him and Mulkey.
No.
Mulkey brought him out and gave him the Rock John Cena or the Rock Roman Reigns. Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
that's-
She was doing the point the whole way where they had hand in
I
hand.
thought you were gonna
And
say
then they
Libby
came up-
Dunn.
Yeah. Oh no, that would be something.
Yeah.
That would really get him over for sure.
Wait, is I think the portal just opened today. The transfer
Oh wow!
portal.
Imagine like
I'm
half
pretty
Ole Miss
No,
rosters on the
people
way.
were making their intentions known though.
I-
Yeah,
like,
but like
Ole-
officially open.
Ole
I
Miss
think.
would be
By the way,
hilarious.
Indiana, don't forget about our guy DeFlo, Big Dub. This
Yeah.
is his team. This is his
that
Hosers.
struck me
He
out of
bleeds
nowhere.
red.
I
Yeah.
had no idea.
Him
he was
smoking a
his season-
cigar.
Yeah, that looked like a blunt, by the way.
His Colts season completely fell apart over the last 6 weeks, and he just rides right into the championship semifinals with Indiana.
Must be nice.
Must be nice. Must be nice to be DeFlo.
Ole Miss getting there would be so funny with Lane Kiffin, but I'm sorry. I just need to see Michael Irvin belt to ass on national television in the college football national championship.
Belt to ass is so funny because like I'm sorry, like just to be told, it was like something that was kind of left in like the 1970s at like earliest or most recently. And now he's like bringing it back as like a mainstream thing. That's
Yeah,
on
I
TV.
think the-
like so versus like making little like strides towards making it, he just goes all the way 10 out of 10 on it.
I just can't every time when it'll be like, all right, Miami third and long, here we go, and then they'll pan to the sideline and Michael Irvin is on all fours like a dog. Damn,
I
near
love it. I love it.
drooling.
I love that he lives and dies this season.
Oh,
though,
I-
right?
sure, it's
I think
awesome.
the last time I saw the legit like dad taking off his belt to whip his son, last time I saw that in pop culture was Mr. Deeds. When you remember the all-star quarterback comes and
Yes.
like swears in front of women and he like calls him back and he's like, "You said what?" no, Daddy, no.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah.
Worst hedge ever. I don't think we have the screenshot, but the guy bet
Let me get it.
$500 on the under 37.5, $500 on the over 38.5, and of course, 24-14 final score. That's tough.
That's why you got to
Very tough.
make sure you're what do they call it? Crossing the line.
Hedging
Yeah,
is
that's as far as I'm concerned. That's like kind of a hedge, but it's not a good hedge.
hedging is for
Like, you want-
landscapers, folks. Remember.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah,
I
there
am
it
so
is.
fucking stupid. Completely
Completely
sober.
sober too. Parentheses makes it worse. Amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish we had timestamps on these. Is my only thing.
Yeah, it's like when they were placed
Yeah,
live.
like because if they were placed farther apart, I give them some
what
credit.
a
but-
way to 11:41 to start the new year. Oh, he hit something at least. There we
Oh,
go.
he's back.
He loves his totals.
Oh,
All
he
right,
lo-
see,
he
this is
loves
how you
that?
do it. This is how you're supposed to
you
do
don't
it.
stay down.
This is how you're supposed to do it. You see, he's crossing the line where you middle. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're
yeah.
hedging and you
It
don't give
almost
yourself a chance to middle, you're not
It
not
almost
doing it
makes me
right.
think he just had like a brain fade.
He
Like,
did. He
just
had a brain fade.
completely
He
made a
thought-
mistake.
He thought he had the over
Thought he did
37.5, and he thought he had the under 38.5. That's
Yeah.
what I'd say. All right, speaking of a brain fade, let's go on to Friday flashbacks here on Trainwreck today. Whoa, I almost got zapped in there.
It's the new intro. Yeah, really.
I'm dizzy.
We're styling in 2026. I think we had it last week too. Tough losses, unfortunately. 2010, you had a terrible one with Brian Brahm where he threw 3 picks, lost 38-7 to Mark Brunell and the Jets. They weren't even playing Mark Sanchez the whole game. Tough loss in 99 in the playoffs in Miami. A young maniac was at a bowling alley for his friend's birthday party in New Jersey.
Wow.
Watching this game. Watching this
very
game.
early.
Yeah. Flutie leads him all the way downfield. Flutie sacked, forced fumble, or rushing fumble inside the 10 with like less than a minute to go.
He was probably going for that.
Oh, I mean, the
pylon.
dog only knows one way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, had that one. But most infamously of all, in 2004, lost to the Steelers.
I remember
backups.
this. Yeah, that was
James Harrison, Willie Parker. Willie Parker has the longest run in Super Bowl history.
Yep.
James Harrison had legendary career, legitimately, in Pittsburgh. But that day, lost 29-24 to the Steelers, would have got them into the playoffs. The little known fact that everybody forgets, so ESPN power rankings were like a big deal back in the time. Some would argue they're still a big deal now.
yeah.
Yeah, they would.
Where do you think the ESPN power rankings had the 2004 Bills going into week 17? As far as teams in the league, they were 9-6. They had just won 6 games in a row.
I feel like they had them in the top 4 of their conference.
Like,
Because I
11th.
remember this loss shocked everybody, not just
It was
Buffalo.
a culture shock
Yeah.
for sure.
6th.
6th.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Wait,
so
6
massive,
of all
6
NFL.
out of the
Okay.
entire NFL. So massive respect. Like, think that's on the cusp of
Yeah,
going
that's
to the conference championship game.
Is this
Like-
when we had Willis McGahee?
Yes, this is
Yeah,
Ross McGahee's
yeah.
rookie year.
I do. One of my most distinct memories is my dad melting down.
When we drafted him.
No, on this game. And like a bunch of people were over and people were melting down. And there's one phrase that rings true in my head.
Oh, no.
They're like, these guys just lost to fucking semi-truck drivers. Talking about their
that is
backups.
amazing.
Like-
Semi-truck drivers. There was one play, I can tell you it was in the second half. It's hard to describe, but Drew Bledsoe had a knack where he would throw an interception that would be thrown as hard as possible directly in the defender's chest, like right at him. And he did it, and it was on a screen pass or something, and Harrison was right there. And Harrison just had it. He was just off to the races. And like that was a massive like score. I forget. I think that put them up in the game. The Bills had a pick 6 from Nate Clements that put them up. Like that was a back and forth game. Like imagine the Ralph was shaking.
Yeah.
Hadn't made the playoffs in 3 years at that point. Like the drought wasn't that long.
all to leave that game very sad.
But yeah, devastating. Sabres flashbacks. 2020, we had a 3-2 win over the Oilers. Eichel with the game-winning goal from Reinhart. you were feeling good at this point still a little bit.
Yeah, the hope was there.
This was the beginning of the Kruger era, where he started out 9-1-2 as a coach, which everyone forgets.
Yeah.
Again, everyone can have a good stretch. So
There's a good reason we forget about that.
for sure. But that
Soccer
99, we had a 7-1 win over Calgary. So 99, we were just beginning our Stanley Cup Finals run.
Yeah, the team that
But it was
that
Dwayne
we always
Olsen that
allude
got
to.
it done that day. 30 of 31 saves.
Wow. Wait,
7-1 win over Calgary.
Sheesh.
Sheesh indeed. And then wrestling, what do we got? Angle and
9-10,
Cena first blood match.
Yeah, so I put this in angle taps, but Cena wins. It didn't say how. Obviously, it's a first blood match, so angle tapping. I was hoping maybe you'd remember this match that you're familiar with.
What?
Do you remember that match at all?
Angle and Cena first blood match.
So Cena wins the match because Angle bleeds first, but it didn't say like how at all.
Yeah.
It just went from Angle taps, but Cena wins.
I mean, to be honest, this was
But that's probably Cena's first feud, right? Like,
Cena's first feud was absolutely with Angle.
Yeah.
And Brock Lesnar.
but earlier than that.
Yeah. They started way
Much
earlier.
earlier,
Cena debuted, I want to say like 2002.
Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, for sure. So that would have been in the same time as
Ruthless
Angle Lesnar
aggression.
too. Yep. How can we forget?
Yeah. We got the Great Muta. Got a lot going on. So shout out that a lot of famous faces making their time known on this Friday. So shout out to Flashback Friday. Listen, we're gonna need some performances during this playoff run. Whether it's Josh, James Cook, these guys need to deliver when called upon.
Yeah.
Christian Benford making long distance calls, but now's not a time to make calls. It's not a time to send messages. Now is a time for some FaceTime. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is the first guy in the building. I guess that's also another surprise. Thank you, Keon, for coming on and taking the time.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I've had a lot of time lately, so it wasn't really a big ask, but we are getting ready for the playoffs. I really like those red helmets, so I hope I got one strapped on Sunday. But it's up to coach, and we'll have to see what happens.
Well, with the thought that some backups might be playing, the Bills social media team posting you in the red helmets, it seems like you might be getting some touches. Are we going to see the old Keon back?
Yeah, I mean, the old Keon, the new Keon, I'm just Keon. We're ever evolving. And listen, I just want to help my team the best I can. That's been the only heartbreaking thing about the situation I've been in is I want to be out there, I want to be helping the guys, but you do what you're asked when called upon. And, at least I'm not being, people are saying I should be fired. So it's all good.
You sound a little sad. Do you have any New Year's resolutions? Anything you've been working on maybe as we go on this run here in the stretch?
Yeah, a lot of people do like a dry January and stuff. I'm doing a no chip January. And by chip, I don't mean potato chip. I mean chocolate chip. No chocolate chip cookies. We're trying to be agile out there. And it's going to be hard, but it's the sacrifice I got to make.
No chips, but I think you need a chip on your shoulder, per se, after the lack of activity. A lot of scrutiny over the offensive coordinator as well. Do you believe in your OC, Joe Brady?
Yeah, I mean, I believe in all our coaches. We got a great coaching staff, great group of guys. But, I'd love to get out there and show what I can do if we want. Everyone's, been saying these screens are a little dry, so get me out there and I can jump up and catch the ball. Just give me a chance.
What have you been working on while you work your way back into the game day lineup? Yeah, what are you attacking on a daily basis?
I've been working on knowing the plays because there's been some film out there that says I'm running the wrong route, on the wrong play. That's not true. It's not exactly true. I don't want to get into it, but I'm working on the mental part right now.
Okay. Yeah.
We're walking it down.
All right, we'll let you.
Yeah, we'll let you take some time for the mental part.
Yeah.
Thanks for popping in, Keon. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming on FaceTime.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Bye.
Oh, wait. Who do we got?
Who else is here?
Okay. Well,
Speak of the devil. Yeah. Joe, how's it going? How was your Christmas? How was your New Year's? How was time with the family? How we feeling?
What's up, guys? New Year's is good. Was in the film room till 4 a.m. Haven't seen the family much. Obviously, getting ready for Week 18. Taking a lot of fire lately, so trying to get things right, get this offense back on the same page.
Joe, what goes through your mind when you see a 3rd and 8 screen go for 4 yards?
I think let's run it back. Khalil's bound to get it at some point. He'll find a hole. He's Khalil Shakir. He's the perfect 10. He'll break for 50 at some point. If we just keep running it, how are they going to guess when we run it next? Exactly, because we run it every single time.
Yeah, so I have this app on my phone. It tracks my screen time. Do you have something that tracks that for you? Like in the game, how many times we're running it? Because this has been the main complaint is the screen time on our offense is a little high.
So after every practice where we also run the wide receiver bubble screen 8 times in a row, me and Khalil sit down together in the film room and we go through his health app and we look at his step count. Where that step count is at on that practice day, that's where we want to be at on game day in terms of screen time. So yes, Don, you could say that we have a way of monitoring that.
You've done some decent jobs of game planning and kind of
just some
dominating with 1 or 2 plays is what I'm saying. Is that going to be how you attack the postseason, or are we going to go more for variety of things they haven't seen before to get something fresh?
Listen, buddy, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You saw how it went the first time in Pittsburgh. If we're headed back down the 90 to the Yinzers barn, we're halfback diving until they can't fucking sleep anymore.
Here we go.
Here we go. I hope they play Renegade again, too, when we're up running the halfback dive up 3 scores. Why not? It worked for them last time, and it'll keep working for us as well.
All right, Coach. So a lot of scrutiny. Will Josh play? Will he? Won't he? This Saturday. What are your thoughts on the matter? Should we get him to 40 in that beautiful red helmet, or do we want to rest him?
Yeah, I want him to get to 40 too, because I just want him to show that our offense still has some firepower. A lot of people are saying that it's just Josh keeping this offense alive, and I think that's not true. We have a lot of guys that work hard to make this offense a beautiful system of what it is. So let's get our offense looking sexy again, Josh. Why don't you? We might have him out there for a series.
All right.
All right, thanks.
We'll let you get back to it with the game planning, Joe.
All right, thanks, guys. Hitting the film room.
All right. Oh, wow. Look who he is.
What
the
up,
man
boys?
himself.
TNT in the building. It's called for twine and tickling. That's what the boys are doing right now.
Yeah.
10 straight. I know you like that, Slick.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. Might be the hottest guy in Buffalo. Well, or at least
Good looking
Columbus.
at him.
Yeah.
If it's not Tooth, he's not. It's got to be me. Guy
In
never
more
wears
ways than
pants.
one.
Last game, 2 goals and assists.
Yeah.
You just got announced you're on the Olympic team. Are you worried about this Olympic rink that people have talked about? It's like 3 feet too small.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, listen, I only think that's going to make it more of an advantage for my Godzilla-like frame. And obviously, I'm excited. Cannot wait to lace them up for the red, white, and blue. But I'm only thinking about the blue and yellow right now, Dreamboat. Did you see that 95-mile-per-hour wrister twister I dropped? My guy was going left. I shot it right. Looked like NHL 07 out there. EA Sports TNT's in the game.
Yeah, I mean, certain guys can't even hit that with a slap shot, let alone a wrister. How do you build up that forearm strength?
Well, similar to a wrestler doing taunts, I go to the intermission break and I palm 3 Parm Thompsons. You know it.
Wow.
You got fueled up by it. I know you had that extra strength. I've seen you rocking it this last 90 days. Drop a couple Parm Thompsons at each intermission. That's the thing. So when they say they're running out of them,
that's insane.
They don't actually run out of the stock.
They just need them on deck for you.
They're bringing it to TT, the twine tickler.
What the boys do for New Year's after the big dub?
Oh, listen, everything's
it's hard to celebrate on the road sometimes.
Everything's a little bigger in Texas, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
so
I do
I had
know
a longer than normal call with my wife and checked in with my family and made sure everything was good as they were going to 2026.
Oh, okay, that's totally.
We had the clip earlier
Yep.
with Greenway, being told he's number 1 by a fan. Slick mentioned that there's another fan in the stands, oftentimes behind the Dallas.
Also do you know
the fan we're talking about?
Yeah, hard-hitting fan. Listen, they all aren't created equal, and that's proof of that.
Yeah, hard hitting for sure.
Seriously.
Yeah.
If you don't have your head on straight, you'll get knocked. Back to last Thursday. That's all I'm saying.
What's your message to Saberhood as we make our way back to Buffalo? Obviously, you got to take care of 11 in Columbus.
Shout out Stranger Things.
Yeah. A lot of controversy there.
Yeah, listen, so you got to take care of 11, main character there. Obviously, you like that reference. I know I loved it. With that said, how about 10 more? I want to wipe the slate clean. I don't even want to think about those past 10. Rear view for me. Rear view for the Twine Tickler. Give me 10 goals in the next 10 games for me and give me 10 more wins.
There we go.
Holy
Hey,
shit.
all right. To close us out, things are going so well. I'm going to give you a little bit of a softball fun question.
It's about time I've earned this from the media. I've basically been an elite player for 7 years. I got to carry these duds on my back, and I got to act like everything's fine all the time. But now that it's good, I deserve this softball. Lob it in there, bud.
All right. So last night we had Will Ferrell dressing up as a ref,
Oh, love
kind
that guy.
of mirroring it. So what's your favorite Will Ferrell movie?
Oh, my favorite Will Ferrell movie, this is a great argument. A lot of people will get into it. You could always say Old School. You could always say, Kicking and Screaming. Well, actually, that was going to be my pick because I love Mike Ditka, a great coach. I respect a great coach. That's why, with the mustache, that's why I respect my coach, Lindy. With that said, at the end of the day, I think you got to go Anchorman. A man who brings the news to you.
Classic.
Listen, when I make a read on the defense, I go with it. And when Burgundy makes a read on the prompter, he does the same thing. Role model right there.
Famously did do the Flint Tropics costumes a couple of years back, but
Yeah. The group decision. That was
makes sense. Unity right there. That's
that
teamwork.
That was a certain Dylan Cousins.
Oh
Yeah.
we won't talk about it.
All good.
Josh Norris though.
Josh Norris.
Yeah,
Guys taking bullets, eating them,
stud.
chewing up bullets, spitting them back out of you.
Well,
There
we
you go.
appreciate your stud
Thank you,
self joining us
TNT.
here in the
Let's give it
studio.
up for him.
Later, peeps.
TNT.
Later, peeps.
I'm
And that
dynamite.
is FaceTime.
TNT.
And I will fight.
All righty, folks. It has been a great jump back into the wild of it on Trainwreck today here, 51. If you missed our best of episode, make sure you check it out. Heard of Buffalo, Trainwreck Sports. 3 hours of clips put together by our guy Dreamboats. Clap it up for him. A lot of great work there.
Birthday
A lot of great
boy.
work by everyone. Birthday boy.
Birthday boat. Birthday boat. Birthday boat.
Hey.
Yeah.
With that said, so we got the birthday. We got a great meal on deck.
Yeah.
Do we have any update on the attendance front?
I haven't checked the phone. Just been so locked in the
Locked
show.
in. Okay. Let's stay locked in then. And I'm locked in on this weekend.
No updates. So yeah.
By the way, I thought today was going to be a lighter day in the bowl season. I was thinking we were actually close to done. No siree. We got 4 on deck.
4 on deck. I thought
One's already kicked off.
One's already kicked off.
Wow. Who's that? Rice?
Rice versus Texas State.
That was a weird one. That was like a 3-score spread with like a 53 over under, which is always
You also got
Yep.
Navy and who are they playing?
Cincinnati.
That's a weird one too with the spread.
And
I feel like.
tomorrow, boys, pause up. Meow Mix will be playing for potentially their playoff lives.
Oh my
at
God.
4:30
Yeah.
p.m.
Saturday?
The Saturday game.
Saturday.
Oh yeah.
What do we got? What do we got?
Saturday.
Who do they play? The
Saturday.
Saints?
No, the
No,
Buccaneers.
the
Oh
Bucks.
my
So if
And
they
the Bucks
if they
don't make
win,
it
they're
if they
in no
lose.
matter what. Now here's the thing: they can lose
And still be in.
the
Yeah,
Bucks
that's right. Yeah.
because the Bucks need the Falcons to lose to the Saints.
Yeah, the Bucks can win and still not make it.
Yeah,
That's
the
insane.
Falcons losing was supposed to be, or losing 2 was supposed to be an easy thing because the Falcons were playing who did they play last week? The Rams.
and
And that was supposed to be a layup. Rams drop a dud.
Lock it in, Liz.
All of a sudden, lock it in. Yeah,
Taking
crazy.
everyone's money.
Taking everybody's money. But yeah, we have a lot of sports this weekend. That's
Friday
got me
night
right up. That's got me.
then we have Saturday. The NFC West comes down to that, right? Seahawks 49ers.
Yep. So
The
we've got
division
Oh
comes
yeah, wow.
So 2 divisions on the table.
divisional
Saturday.
duels. That's got me looking on the bright side for this upcoming weekend. Yeah.
Oh.
I have no idea.
Okay.
With that said, I do have an idea. These matchups getting us fired up. I mean, but how can you not be looking on the bright side? You're going to get the red helmets, and you're going to get potentially some continuing Sabres winning hockey. Feels like we're back in the 90s. That's got me looking on the bright side. One of the best decades of all time. Select what's got you looking on the bright side for this weekend. Uh-oh.
You know what that was?
Extreme?
That was a layup.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm going to take the layup. TSE signing tonight with some of the Buffalo Bandits. They'll be in action tomorrow as well, welcoming back our old friends in Chase Fraser, Chris Kluche. Right side, though, tonight, Friday Night SmackDown is in town. Maniac and I'll be there after the TSE signing. Come say hi.
All right, yeah. So my bright side of this weekend, it is also a layup. It is the last game day tailgate at the old stadium. It is going to take a miracle for us to get a home playoff game. I'm not holding my breath. I'm thinking about the good times. I might get a little misty on Sunday, thinking about all the good times, but it's the end of an era. But anytime a chapter ends, another one begins. So a lot to be excited about. While they like, what's it going to look like next year with this game day tailgate? It's really exciting stuff. I want to give Maddie, John, everyone over there.
Yeah, I mean,
big thank you for amazing times since we've been partners. It's been incredible.
Seriously, they have done it up big. They have done it up well. So it's got us looking on the bright side, heading into this weekend and starting 2026 strong. Folks, don't forget, obviously there will be lots of stuff to crash out about this upcoming year and most certainly, likely, this upcoming week. So make sure you're crashing out on our line, not crashing out online, 716-226-6263. All I got to say are the bills are paid and we got a certain bill jumping on board with this crash out line. So super excited. Make sure your calls are on the crash out line and you never know what they'll end up for.
Yep. Four's up.
Four's up. But I know what I'm in for, and that's some pop culture updates. Welcome in our guy, Nick Polinsky.
Welcome in, Nick.
Hello,
right before we get into it,
Sorry,
I want to give a quick Insta shout out. We got our guy, Captain Cody, saying, "What's up, boys? What's up, Captain?
Shout out, Captain.
Thanks for clocking in."
Came to the last game day tailgate.
Trainwreck Sports
Unfortunately,
alumni.
the one that Don wasn't able to attend. But yeah, Captain sighting.
I
at
wasn't
Game Day
dodging
Buffalo.
you, I swear.
Captain, it's always great. It's great to see him, and it's great to
And
be
it's
seen.
great to be
That's what I'll
seen.
say for certain. So shout out, Captain.
But Nick Polinsky, I haven't seen you since last year.
Slick, I haven't seen you since we were eating microwave popcorn together earlier. What's that
shit,
about?
yeah.
So we've got some big scuttlebutt, Nick. Some of it started in 25. Some of it's made its way into 26. What's racking on the slate going into this weekend?
I come bearing an update on a story we've been covering for a couple of weeks now. Song Sung Blue. New Hugh Jackman movie, you may recall.
So I've been seeing
Jack man finds himself in the middle of the
I've
storm.
been seeing
with
the
this one.
commercials. Doesn't look half bad.
So, yes. So for those of you just tuning in, Song Sung Blue is this movie that just came out starring Hugh Jackman and the other woman whose name I can't remember, Kate Hudson. I wanted to say Kate Beckinsale, but that's not.
That's the egg lady, right?
That's the egg
You're
lady.
laying an egg with that one.
They are playing Mike and Claire Sardina, who form the Neil Diamond tribute band Lightning and Thunder, which in and of itself is a strange thing for a movie. Here is the update.
Okay.
So Mike Sardina, the original guy in the band,
Yeah.
has this son. His name is Mike Jr.
Makes sense.
I'm following.
Mike Jr. just gave an interview to the Daily Mail where he said his father would be rolling in his grave right now. Everyone thinks it's such a wonderful film, and it's so touching. It's all lies, and it steals all the hard work that my father put in his entire life.
Uh-oh.
I knew he was gonna be pissed.
Am I crazy? Now, you guys tell me if I'm crazy. And you especially, Nick. You might as well call this a Beauty and the Beast quote, because this is a tale as old as time when it comes to these biographical adaptations. You're going to get some stuff left out. They need to paper mache a little bit to make it more movieable, and that's just going to happen.
You know what's crazy is Claire Sardina, presumably Mike Sardina's mother,
Yes.
has thrown her full support behind this movie. She's been singing
We've
with
got a
Kate
family
Hudson.
feud. We got a family
yes,
feud
it's
over
used
the
to be.
movie.
So the story goes, it seems that both of the kids of Mike and Claire Sardina were asked to be consultants on the film. They were paid, and they also signed waivers saying that, like, yeah, we can take some artistic liberty with you.
Major bag alert.
It kind of seems like this guy is just looking for, like,
He wanted a bag, and he didn't get a
of
bag.
He didn't get
It
no
sounds
bag.
like he's just upset his parents are getting all the attention. For
Yeah, I think
the
so.
Neil Diamond
And the bag,
tribute
too.
movie.
What do you think is crazier, that or I heard you just saw Marty Supreme? I saw people say it made table tennis players look bad.
I can see that. I mean, because every
Gave them a bad rap.
except when
It's-
he's except when he's playing it.
I literally saw someone come to table tennis players' defense saying it
Well,
gave
Marty
them a
Supreme
bad
was a
rap.
shyster. So he was a shyster.
Yeah, well, that's the whole movie.
This movie, let me just say that. So I did not know this going in, but the director or like the main honcho who ran it was the same person who did Uncut Gems, and that made a lot of sense to me.
Adam Sandler?
Yeah. No. From a director standpoint.
Right, okay.
So, but in this sense, Marty Supreme is constantly running from like one Shiest to
Yeah,
like another.
to
Like,
another.
like if you
Just
remember
like
in
Uncut
Uncut
Gems,
Gems,
yeah.
he was like he would leave the one bookie and like the next bookie would be like, what's going on here?
And then he needed the black
Yes,
opal. And,
exactly.
yeah.
The black opal. Yo, man, I need this for. I'm gonna drop 30. Kevin Garnett legit deserved an Oscar
This
for Uncut
is
Gems.
fucking
He
awesome.
was so bad, but he was good.
But also, how crazy is it? The first leg of Adam Sandler's parlay is winning the tip off.
Oh, dude, the most degen thing of all time. Like you lose the tip, your whole parlay is just busted. Like
Yeah.
think about how random.
Imagine that's how
Think
the
how
movie
random. Think
ended.
how random a tip can be. Like when it gets deflected.
That would almost be as anticlimactic as how the movie actually did end.
I actually liked the movie ending because it was so
Yeah,
ridiculous. And he
agreed.
was blinded by how stupid he was being in that situation.
Too
for
good.
sure. But with that said, so I thought Marty Supreme was okay. Saw it. What else do we got on the pop culture front, Polinsky?
I will admit I've not seen Marty Supreme yet, but it's
Oh
coming.
yeah, so a
Don't
lot
worry.
of fallout and the huge Jackman might be in trouble, but probably not.
Probably
No,
not.
I think-
No, I think
no,
it's
he's
gonna be
in-
fine.
he's
It's gonna be
in fucking
fine. It's probably going to be the
Jackman,
next
dude.
Avengers. They
Yeah.
got the X-Men coming up.
Definitely.
Only
Next
if you're
Avengers.
singing though.
Oh, I hope to God they do a musical number in the next Avengers.
That would be
movie. No
sick.
idea.
Did you guys see what Gatesy's talking about? The new show. I don't want to take us sideways from Nick's script, but
Oh yeah, Heated
guys know
Rivalry.
what
It's the
this-
top show on HBO.
okay,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
got it. He's got it. There we
This
go.
show is doing unbelievable numbers. Go on.
I don't know if I can talk about Heated Rivalry.
Why is
On
it?
here.
You got a heated rivalry?
Talk is
Slick,
talk,
do you know what this
talk,
is?
I have no
talk, as
idea.
talk as
Just
close as you
explain,
can.
explain Slick what it
Yeah,
is.
tell me what this
So
is.
Heated Rivalry is this it's this show about hockey.
Oh,
Here's the thing though.
sounds cool.
And two dudes love making out.
Yes. Slick, I was gonna
Dang, awesome.
do a bit where I was like, Slick, it's this great show about hockey. It's real intense. You're gonna love it. Go home and watch it.
Oh, so I did the opposite of what you
You-
were gonna
you
do.
were trying to
You were
say-
gonna finesse it with all the nice things.
Yes.
Listen, the main thing that people are excited about, from what I see, is that this is unconventional and that we got two dudes making
Was
out.
he
Like,
trying to get a Scott Van Pelt reaction out of me? Just
Yeah,
then?
he was. He
Yeah.
was.
I was gonna be like, Slick, it's
What
so
do
great.
we got? We got love.
People are saying that might have been one of the greatest saves
Yeah.
in broadcast
Because he was
history.
clearly going to, what are we doing?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
he's like, what do we got? We got love.
We got love. We got true love. Awesome.
Yeah.
Slick,
That was amazing.
no, I was gonna be like, Slick, they got this great, intense, heartwarming show
Where
about
is
hockey.
this show at? Heated Rivalry. Like, is first season out? Is it still streaming first season? What's
First
going on?
season.
First
yeah.
season's out,
First,
HBO
whole
Max.
first season's out. Okay, I got to catch up on this once I'm all the way caught up on Stranger Things, which now I'm at
We're
the
gonna
middle of
talk
season
about.
4.
Oh, you made it that far.
Oh,
last
yeah.
I
Crushed
checked in
it.
with you was season 2. So
Listen,
all
I'm a
right.
man of my word. When I say I'm going to watch season 1 by the Bengals game, I do it by 3 weeks later.
That's fair.
All right, we're gonna circle back to Stranger Things because I got one more story before we
Okay.
talk about that.
Turn spoilers off.
I understand we were talking about Tom Brady earlier on the show.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Tommy B
yeah, well,
found his way back.
I mentioned that you had some news on that.
Someone else we've covered quite a bit on the show due to her run on Dancing with the Stars, Alex Earl. These two were apparently seen on New Year's Eve
I saw the photo.
huddling up at St. Bart's Club. So there's a video that seemed to be, enjoying the music, and Alex is, get this, leaning in to whisper something to Tom Brady while caressing his back.
The back caressing was crazy.
Right. I mean,
like
You only
I'm
back
sorry,
caress someone like
but
this when you're willing to go to third base with them at least.
What
Right.
woman like in that stratosphere isn't with Tom
I
Brady
agree.
right now?
It's just weird because
Like, it doesn't
Alex
surprise me
Earl's
at all.
another celebrity. So you know how the world acts when two celebrities.
Alex
collide.
Earl.
2 weeks ago it was Sydney Sweeney with Tom Brady, and now we're here. So.
Alex Earl,
Might be low key on a run.
Alex Earl just went through a breakup too with Braxton Berrios. I don't know if that's something you care about. Me personally, not really.
Now you know that Tom Brady is going through the rockiest part of his separation right
Of
now,
course,
right?
yes.
And that Giselle is literally getting married imminently to the jujitsu.
Oh, they
Yes.
proposed.
I do.
Oh, she was ready to jump right onto this guy.
Admittedly, this
Which
is
speaks to how maybe Tom Brady was acting in the last couple of years. Relationship, going down to Florida, being by himself, basically.
Throwing the Lombardi around.
Yeah.
I
Maybe put a little more care into the relationship. A little more care into the
I love just that one image of Tom Brady in the locker room with his head in his hands after he lost the Super Bowl. It's like, this is it. Like he's him choosing between football and Giselle.
Yeah.
Tequila Tom.
Tequila Tom.
It's tough. Yeah,
So-
tequila's tequila.
No, not to mention, Alex Earl also at one point, while Tom Brady was getting in the groove, turned backward to give him a sultry glance. So
Yeah.
A what?
a sultry glance.
It was about as PG-13 as an interaction could get.
Right. It was
Actually, probably PG, low key.
I don't even know if that's PG.
it's crazy stuff. Do we think there's something here? Alex and Tom Brady.
100%. But the question is it a flash in the pan, or is it something over the long run? She just broke up with Braxton Berrios. This is literally like This is like going from living in like a hovel on the side of the road to living in the mansion.
If
And
it's not posted already, how long before the poly market fucking graphic?
I want to hear what Lockett I want to hear. I want to hear what Lockett and Liz has to say about whether or not this is going to be.
Yeah, that would be big.
It's crazy. Tom Brady is just about as old as her father, so
Alex Earls or
Alex
Liz?
Earls' father.
Yeah,
How old is Alex
we've
Earls?
seen Patriots.
23.
20. I want to say older than that, like 7-ish.
Okay.
Oh, 25. 25.
25
Okay.
and Brady's 46.
Yeah.
Watch out, Tom. I'm coming.
Well, Tom saw Bill and was like, all right.
No, someone
I
said
see.
he's still getting coached up. Like he can say he's not. He's still taking lessons.
Coach has been telling him all
Yeah,
about how
yeah.
nice it is.
You're going to
All
see
right,
him at an adult cheerleading event soon.
Maybe.
What else we got, Nick?
So just one more thing I want to talk about. Stranger Things, well, it's still hot. Zach, I want to know how you feel. I've only heard your thoughts up to season 2.
Okay, I can give my summary of how I've gone. So the first season is quintessential great television.
It's my favorite
You've
season.
got the kids all together. There's the mystery. There's the big come up of 11. Hopper, great side character. Will Byers, great driving storyline like the whole time. And it's just very easy to kind of follow. There's not too many leaps that you're making or anything like that. Season 2, loved it, except for the fact that it was kind of like another let's run back like what we did in the first season. Like everything that worked in the first season, except for the fact that 11 was now missing.
A lot of the stuff introduced in season 2 does come back later in 5. So you're going to be...
and this is where there was the first crack in the armor of Stranger Things, where you could tell this show came along during the nobody ever really dies era, where you're constantly using this character died, and then an episode no, they didn't.
So
you got
Stranger
a full
Things
cash out of the emotional turmoil here. So no, let me keep going though, real quick.
Okay.
So 2 I liked, and I was about to say that 2 was almost as good as 1, but the fact to me that they end with the Mind Flayer still being a massive thing felt a little empty to me. I feel like I would have felt a little robbed from season 2.
Keep watching.
In that regard. So I'm on to season 3, and we're on to what is even the monster in season 3? He's in the mall.
It's so the monster, the overarching villain of
the
series,
season 3 is the
Flare.
Mind Flayer.
It's
So,
the
yes.
Flare.
Yeah,
the
so
Flare's
the
sticking
Flare's
around.
We're at Scoops Ahoy.
I love Scoops Ahoy.
Scoops Ahoy is a great storyline. The mall's a great storyline. The thing that this show really did well was that everyone loves the 80s. So they were let's turn all the 80s things up to
season 3.
50.
Season 3 feels to me like the first 2 seasons were this is set in the 80s. Season 3 they just went all in on the 80s vibe. The 80s
and the smart thing they did about season 3 was that for season 1 and 2 they were where are the Russians? Where are the Russians? Where are the Russians? And there were never any Russians.
Right.
And they're you know what season 3 is going to be all about? The Russians.
My mother does not like that storyline. I think it gets a little balls to the wall in season 4, the Russian thing.
I'm in season 4, and it's absolutely there was a scene that just happened in season 4, and I'm this scene doesn't occur in Stranger Things. This is a scene for
what was the scene?
When the spoiler alert for season 4, if you haven't seen it. I know Stranger Things is a newer show. I'm just getting into it as well.
Ended.
I'm sure millions are getting into it since I'm getting into it as well. With that said, there's a scene where they're at the safe house and the gunmen start attacking. The funny thing is when they're driving away in the pizza van and they're loved you secret agent hero.
Yes.
That's the kids being so innocent and stuff is the stuff that constantly makes the show. But yeah, the thing they did right with season 3 to me was they leaned all the way into the Russians. I like that. Now I'm in season 4, 4 episodes in. Obviously, I already know. Oh, actually, I already got Yuri'd. They got Yuri'd. So one Russian guard is now a prisoner, and we're trying to figure our way out of that.
Yuri Prohaska.
So to your point that no one ever dies in Stranger Things, it's been a trend that the main characters are all safe, with the exception of Hopper died and then immediately came back.
I got spoiled that someone who has had a funeral on the show is now coming back in season 5 as well, because I this is all that happened. I opened my Instagram For You page, and it was a post that had one of those pre-made graphics on the side. So-and-so's reaction to blank returning in Stranger Things. And I'm what the fuck? That. So they didn't even die? Does nobody die in the show?
So Stranger Things has this
we want death.
I just want one death to be final because they're having.
They do this thing where they introduce side characters, make you love them and kill them. It happened in season 1 with Barb. Happened in season 2 with Bob. Happened in season 3 with Alexi. Happened in season 4 with I can't tell you who yet.
Yeah.
And it actually didn't happen in season 5, but
I heard there's a lot of controversy. Around
There is some
season 5.
controversy.
People were
surrounding
hating.
season 5. People were hating. So
If Clayback's
So is this what
over
you're getting
there,
into?
he
that's
was,
what we're
he was
getting
talking
into.
sweet on
So
Fortnite about season 5.
I want to say this about Stranger Things before I get into any controversy. It is a show that's been running for 9 years. I binged the entire thing with my mother. It's been really cool to watch these children grow up and watch the series, the plot expand. I understand some of the gripes. I think some of the writing choices in season 5 were not some of the writing choices I would have made. I think there's a couple of plot holes left over that I can't spoil for you just yet. But the controversy for season 5, some people are like, yes, this is great. It is a nice way to wrap the series. It is a great way to put the bow on it. I agree. I think last 40 minutes of the season 5, or it's like entirely epilogue, I thought it was really sweet. It got me a couple of times.
Cool.
My mother's like, are you crying? I'm like, are you crying? And we were both crying. It was a thing.
There you go.
A lot of the controversy stems from, like you said, there is a lack of stakes. It feels like nobody ever dies. It feels like everybody's safe. What the hell is Murray still doing kicking around in season 5, right?
See, Murray's in a lot of trouble right now in my situation. So but I just know like Murray's just a Stranger Things character. There's something neat, very funny and niche about people being in the 1980s. I don't know what it was.
It was
But
really
they
cool.
were all just very unsuspecting. Nobody had any idea where anyone was in transit. But yeah, I'm at the point where like season 3 and season 4, I binge the shit out of these seasons. As you now know,
Yeah.
probably 3 to 4 episodes a day or whatever.
Yeah, it's showing.
It just got so crazy. It kind of die-hearted.
Right.
Like Michael Scott says, in Die Hard 1, he was just like a law enforcement worker, trapped in a building while there were terrorists there.
It just keeps
Now in
getting
Die Hard
huger and
5,
huger.
he's jumping off a motorcycle into a helicopter.
Right. Jumping the shark, as they say.
That
I think
sounds-
Vecna's overrated. I'm just saying. I'm in season
I agree.
4 right now.
So-
Vecna, what's her face? Max runs
Max.
away.
I thought Max was maybe the best part of season 4. I will say this for Vecna.
Overrated.
Season 4, he's overrated. Season 5, I don't care about him when he's Vecna necessarily, but they do give the actor a lot of FaceTime outside of the prosthetics, and I think he's phenomenal.
Okay, no more spoilers.
Yeah, the other big controversy, I'm going to have to wait until you see season 5, because there's a spoiler there. I will say, it seems to be a lot of weird
feel
people
like I've
on
heard.
Twitter. Weird people on Twitter seem to be very dissatisfied with the ending. General audience is very happy.
That's tale
all that matters.
as old as time. The people who are disgruntled are going to be the loudest. All the people who I liked are going to go, I liked it.
Yeah, no,
it.
literally.
That's it.
People seem to be loving it. I went to the Lego store yesterday because they released this big.
Everyone's
Stranger Things
getting
set.
on Stranger Things. So whether they did good or not, everyone wanted that
What's
Stranger
that
Things
thing
pop.
that says in your Twitter bio? If you're right, no one will tell you did anything right at all.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
So yeah, they just released this big Lego set for Stranger Things that I was very excited about. I don't know. Have you made it to the Creel house part of season 4 yet?
No.
Henry Creel's house.
I had to look at this house for 4 episodes while Vecna is just and everyone's getting
It's better.
lifted up in the ground off the ground.
Yeah, they love
I
to
have a
do
crazy
that.
idea for these kids. How about we just stop playing with dangerous monsters in D&D?
Right.
Because it seems like when they play with a monster in D&D, they somehow summon it into their world.
It's my
insane.
favorite thing because my mother is like,
You would love the Hellfire Club.
You would put the headphones on, wouldn't you?
I have
By
to.
the way, the guy in the Hellfire Club was selling a half ounce of weed for $20.
That's
What?
crazy,
The
Eddie.
80s
Eddie,
were-
yeah.
Those are sale makeup
The
prices.
80s were
Yeah.
simple. The 80s were simpler times, as they say.
So my mother's like, yeah, I wasn't into the D&D thing at first. It got old, but they grew past it. And then it gets to the epilogue, and the kids are playing D&D, and she rolls her eyes. But it wrapped up nicely. There's also one scene in season 5 where
Don't spoil me.
it's not a spoiler. It's just a
Okay.
funny little joke. They're discussing this plan, and Dustin coins this term for something they've encountered. And we're like, okay, why are we calling it that? And all the kids are meeting D&D. And at the same time, my mother rolls her eyes.
Yeah.
Hopper lets out just the most disappointed, Jesus Christ, I've ever heard. It was hysterical.
That is hysterical. Who's the best character in Stranger Things?
My answer,
Hold on. I want to write down my 2 so you don't think I'm just copying yours.
my answer varies depending on the season. So season 1.
All right, so give me your overall. If you had to take 2 characters, you're like, you know what? I'm going to see more scenes with those characters.
Folks, if you're just tuning in now, this is now a Stranger Things podcast. We have
We've been into it
completely
for 5 minutes. We've been into it for 5 minutes.
rebranded.
I've been tracking.
One for
So-
every season.
Jim Hopper
Okay.
and Steve Harrington.
Okay. Steve Harrington's definitely got the biggest come up in the entire series
Absolutely.
for sure.
He's such a douchebag at first.
Marcus
but-
Henderson, no love. He's the funniest.
Marcus Henderson?
Wait, who is that?
Dustin?
Dustin. I'm sorry.
Marcus.
The U.S. in the name gets me. I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic like that or whatever.
No, you're good. I love Dustin, and
Yeah,
I
he's
love the
funny.
whole thing he's got going on with Steve. I love the season 2 arc. It was so
Steve and Dustin could definitely get their own.
I like
side
Steve.
show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like Steve.
Oh, Steve, the great thing is that they do the classic juxtaposition where in season 1 he's the biggest asshole. And
Yes.
right towards the end of season 1, you're like, maybe this guy isn't like so bad. And then by season 2, he's just like doing all like the coolest
It's like
things.
that
and
one
the
dude,
best
it's
guy.
like that one dude in Jurassic
then
Park
season
movie.
3.
Is
Like
Dustin the guy that talks like he has no teeth?
well, he doesn't
No,
have
he doesn't
teeth.
talk like he has no teeth.
He has no teeth.
Okay,
It's
there we
literally a
go.
prominent storyline in the show.
Okay.
So Steve's such a cool, funny character to me,
I
though.
thought his name
because
was Toothless the whole first season.
It-
technically was.
yes, so season 1 they're bullying the kids. They're
Yeah.
calling Lucas Midnight because he's black. They're calling Dustin Toothless because he has no teeth.
Darkness.
Is it
I'm-
bad? Is it bad that I laughed? I'm sorry. Like,
No, it's
like,
no,
like
it's
it's just how funny 1980s
And
racism
they're
was
calling-
portrayed in the show.
They're calling Mike Frogface for no fucking reason at all. I love
Mike
that.
is a weird looking dude. I'm sorry. He can be as much a celebrity as he wants. An interesting looking guy.
Weird looking.
I don't think I've seen Mike.
Looking guy.
He's also the kid in It, Finn Wolfhard.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh
Um,
wow, he had a run in the 2010s.
Yeah, Steve's character is so funny to me though, because in season 1 he's like this popular cool guy. And then season 2 he starts hanging out with the kids, and then season 3 we meet him hanging out with Robin in the ice cream shop, and he's such a fucking loser.
He's
I
kind of,
love him.
Steve is kind of the Theon Greyjoy of Stranger Things.
I love him.
He starts as super pompous and he gets humbled. And it's like, yeah. And for some reason, his Riz meter, it declines so
It
hard from
declines.
season 1 to 3. I don't know if he's going to make a comeback. It seems like he's trying to, but we'll see.
You'll see.
Yeah,
you
we'll
will
see.
see.
So
We'll see.
Um,
Any final thoughts on Pop Culture Corner?
That'll be it. Yeah, Stranger Things.
Last thing we have on Pop Culture Corner, Drake and Aiden Ross, you are getting sued over stake potentially funneling money through the tipping system to generate higher streaming numbers for Drake. Don, you pointed out
Yeah.
this is the pot calling the kettle Drake on this one.
Yeah, I mean, he had that lawsuit he ended up losing to Spotify and I think one of the big like Universal Music Group.
Yeah.
Yeah, UMG, basically over them like botting or fake streaming, puffing up numbers for Kendrick. Now seems that he might be guilty of doing the same.
This is interesting though, because like isn't this all happening on Twitch where you can supposedly buy subscribers?
100%. Oh, it's
So,
Twitch has
I
got the
feel
biggest
like-
racket of all time.
Yeah.
I feel like and probably good lawyers as well.
Yeah, Twitch is
I
like,
feel
we're
like-
gonna buy you viewers as like a gift.
Yeah,
Like,
speaking
so
of good
I feel
lawyers,
like there's-
allegedly.
Allegedly.
I feel like there's probably a loophole here. I don't know how far this goes, but what?
Believe me, if Drake was doing something at a big stage, I'm sure if he was suing people, he had his same lawyers making sure whatever he was doing was not like the easiest crime to like be charged with. For sure.
And co-signing off on something that
So then he co-signed.
should be a crime.
So this is another thing as we wrap down in Pop Culture Corner. You have any idea who Jason Love is? LUV.
I don't.
You have any idea who Adam 22 is?
I don't.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, they are
wow.
fighting at Brand Risk 12. Don.
Yeah.
Initial reaction to that news.
Jason Love is the one that,
Yes.
interesting. I mean, Adam 22 clearly is going to do anything for the bag. If you know anything about his, what was it called? No Jumper.
No Jumper.
podcast.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he's having like straight up like gang murderers on his show. Allegedly.
Yeah, he will do anything for the bag. That's for sure.
And he let this guy fuck his wife on camera.
He's
But
Love.
apparently
Dave Love.
he's been allowed to do that for a while. So you know,
He
hey,
dabbles in the
modern
industry himself.
relationships,
Modern businesses, modern relationships, modern
OnlyFans.
businesses.
So I mean, he can't lose this fight though.
I don't see a way he
yeah,
wins it. I don't see a way he wins this.
yeah.
I don't think he's gonna
This
win.
is essentially like Superman versus Batman. And he's Batman.
I think he has like a humiliation kink.
It might be
he has
something.
to.
Like,
You literally
He has
just
to.
said he's other dudes are boinking his wife on
well,
stream,
this
right?
guy, this guy
that's the
he's
thing.
fighting did that.
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
No,
That's-
it was
He's
no,
fighting the guy who boinked his wife.
Yeah, on a produced
But
event.
like also for context, the guy that boinked his wife, like he signed off on that being
Yeah,
allowed to
like,
do
I
that.
gotta
he's a
figure
porn. They're all porn
they're all
stars.
porn
so,
stars.
Yeah.
So who are these guys? They're what? They're
So the one dude
So
is
they're
like
both heavily in the adult industry,
So
even though Adam 22 is like a mainstream podcast.
Jason
They're legit.
Lumford is like a 6'7" black man porn star.
okay.
Lena 22, porn star as well. Or
Right.
just
Lena
Lena
the Plug. I
Lena
think.
the Plug. That's right.
So
And
you,
her boyfriend, Adam 22,
Husband.
hip hop podcaster
Okay.
Husband.
Okay.
/ porn star when he wants to.
He's
point
listed
her.
at 6'2".
So
and
they're
probably,
fighting. When you
yeah,
say
but
they're fighting,
he can't be over
So
200
for reference
pounds.
too, they
He's
do a
skinny as hell.
podcast called Plug Talk where they have porn stars on and they'll interview them for 30 minutes and then they'll have sex.
okay.
No, you have to get like what we're saying isn't like foreign to these people. It's like it's the next progression for sure of like what they were doing.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah,
So
that's
when
what
you
I'm
say
saying.
these guys are fighting, what do you mean they're fighting? It's not like
Like they're
going
to be in a boxing match with gloves on, a referee, everything.
Yeah, you know there might be
Where are they
some.
fighting?
On Brand Risk 12.
Brand Risk 12.
I guess maybe Aiden Ross is smarter than he thinks.
He's
Okay.
on the flyer too.
There
He
might be
like the
something
ring
to it.
announcer.
Instead of having someone on and you know having sex with them, maybe we start having people on and then fighting them.
That
So-
could be something. Like the guy who fights his followers.
Yeah.
He only took like 30 to get to Jake Paul. and
Guys,
Logan.
Yeah,
Let me at him. Let me at him. I weigh 130 pounds.
But
I do
maybe I
fight.
didn't like
There you
my
go.
idea of how to extend the survivor pool.
That's fair.
Well-
All right, well, folks.
So
we're all
wait.
gonna fight what we got.
Before
Yes. Brill's back in.
so they're fighting each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're not mad. What are they? Is it just they're fighting for gits and chickles, or is one of them mad?
Money.
For
This is almost
money,
more about business at this
cha-ching.
point.
Okay.
To make money.
It's like, hey, how can we make these people think
What's the
that
next progression in the fact that you had sex with my wife and everyone knows it?
I think these two beefy men,
Yeah.
after fighting
One of
each
them's
other,
very beefy. One of them is like basically my stature.
Twinkie.
it might be like
I think
this might be a crime.
that after fighting each other, no matter who wins or loses, these two guys should fuck one another.
Okay. We have maxed out our
I
swear
like-
jar.
I think that's the only thing left to do afterwards.
Producer Alec almost went full palm to his forehead there. We are having a great time. It is Friday. It is 2026. It's kind of the new year. Huge shout out to Nick Polinsky jumping in with some pop culture corner. Trainwreck today, always rolling on. Make sure you are having a great weekend. And the only way, hold on. First off, shout out Don, shout out Slick, shout out producer Alec for birthday boat. Birthday boat.
Birthday boat.
All right.
Birthday boat.
If it's my birthday,
Birthday boat.
let me get one last word. We didn't touch on it. I have to say,
Yes.
NHL, you fucked up having a Winter Classic indoors in
Terrible.
Miami. I didn't even know this was happening until yesterday, which shows how bad you dropped the ball. Fuck you.
The NHL is the only league that consistently does like terrible things, and everyone's like, that was a really bad decision.
Yeah.
Like when the NFL had the replacement refs, the second they had a bad call and everyone was like, they're gone.
Yeah.
They're gone.
No
It's
longer.
over. The MLB commissioner gets them to Manfred or whatever. But
Yeah.
But again, craziness. Let's get into some craziness this weekend. Let's get the Sabres to 11. Let's get the Bills a win in the red helmet. Let's get everyone healthy. Let's have a great weekend. And let's only start that by one thing, and that's having a good
Good day now.